Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of Darkest Night, where we are having a really up and down, wild and crazy, chaotic game. Anyway, before I get started, I want to just address a couple things. I was hoping to have kind of wrapped up this playthrough, gotten to the end of this playthrough earlier than this, not because I'm not enjoying it, but because I had some other things that I had intended to do, and I want to talk about one of them. So one of the games I really like, really high on my list for especially in Halloween and horror type games, is Slaughterville. And there's a Slaughterville 2, and what's happening on Kickstarter right now is Slaughterville, the director's cut. And the designer and publisher has been kind enough to send me a copy of Slaughterville 2. I wanted to get it. I already had the first Slaughterville. I wanted to get it to the table and show this off while the Kickstarter is running, but unfortunately we've had some life event issues that have gotten in the way of that. One of them being that my son was in the ER this week, and I don't normally talk about my personal stuff on the channel, but we've had some real challenges in the past couple weeks. I'm having some type of medical issue as well. It might be a gallbladder, I'm not sure. It's kind of wiped me out a bit, had a lot of procedures and tests, and on top of that, my job, it's the peak season for my job, so it's been incredibly busy. And anyway, like I said, I was up late the other night in the ER with my older boy who was suffering from a reaction to a medication. Anyway, he's fine, and all is progressing as normal, but it put me behind. So I just wanted to say, if you get a chance, please go to Kickstarter and take a look at this. I feel bad that I have not been able to address this and get it to the table. I might do a specific video on the channel on it tomorrow, which would be Sunday, if I have the time. And if I seem like I have a little less energy, I apologize for that too. I'm not disengaged. I'm enjoying this playthrough. It's been a lot of fun. Again, it's just been life events kind of get in the way. There's a lot going on. I'm only scratching the surface. And I don't typically live in a life of chaos where a lot of chaotic things are swirling around me, and it's been a little challenging for me. I usually keep those things in nice control in my world, but not lately. All right, well, anyway, let's get on with this. We're going to play the heck out of this game and see if we can possibly survive. We're only 9 rounds away from just flat out losing the game because of the darkness track. And we have had a just series of ups and downs, bad luck, good luck, and we're very, very far away from accomplishing our goal. So let's get started. We are going to first take our players' turns, and something I put out here on the table because I need to remember that this is currently active. Players cannot refresh their powers right now until we destroy a blight, and that goes away, and then it might reactivate again on the Necromancer's turn. That was his second darkness card. Now here's something cool about this game if you get a chance. This is the stack of darkness cards. I mean, I don't know how many there are in there, a lot. And this game, for example, we will see exactly 2 of them. So it makes the Necromancer, it gives him a lot of replay value, because we had the Shattered Hope one that came out first, which I have never seen. I've never seen this one. In fact, I've never played either of these. But I didn't even know this was in here, where you had to double down and get another relic just to be able to attack him. And man, that is really impactful on the game. But anyway, like I said, well, we're getting started. I just wanted to explain the Seal of Power is currently active, so we can't refresh powers. We've got to remember that. Could be important. Luckily, right before the Seal of Power took effect, we were able to refresh all the powers. Now, I have the Exorcist and the Knight in the Monastery. I think we're going to go with them first because those will be easier for their turns. They do not need to draw an event card since they are in the monastery. Let's start with the Exorcist. We're going to see if we can activate his powers. And by the way, while he does have grace that could go up higher, he cannot get any more because this is still on the board. We have to get this stigma destroyed. In fact, he might go do that himself. All right, so let's continue on. The first thing we have to do with him is try and activate his 2 boons. Now we're going to get 2 dice, and it says, at the start of your turn, make a single roll of 2 dice for all your boons. Activate if any of the die rolls are 6. So we need 5s and 6s to activate these. We got a 5, so we did not get to activate that one, but we do get to activate the Courage boon, which requires a 5. So if I use that, it gives him an extra die. We're probably not going to use that this turn. There's really no sense in praying for him at the monastery right now because of that stigma blight. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just move, which will give him an additional secrecy. So we're going to move. Remember, he does not need to draw an event. So he's going to be up to 3 secrecy. It's not terrible. And then he's going to move up to the mountains. There are 2 blights up in the mountains. This one and this one, which makes 1 less fighting die, which is bad for us because we want to destroy this stigma as quickly as possible. But when he moves up there, there's nothing in there that's going to hurt him. Now his other 2 abilities, his tactic gives him 2 dice to fight with a blight, so that would only be 1 die, but we can activate his courage boon and get 2 dice. I was hoping for 3, and I was also hoping that we would get his radiant boon because that's pretty cool. When it's active, I can deactivate it after destroying a blight to gain 1 a reduction on the darkness track. Hopefully we'll get that next turn before he does destroy the stigma blight, because he's not going to be able to destroy it this turn. Anyway, that is the end of his turn. Okay, the knight, on the other hand, who's had terrible luck in the monastery, is going to... I don't know if I want to pray again. We're at max secrecy. We can get around the board a little bit, and maybe we go get those ley lines done. So I'm thinking maybe this turn he stays there, and he won't get any more, or she won't get any more secrecy, but we can maybe get the Oath of Purging going and get ready to destroy blights as well. Do I do that? I think that might be the right move for us because we got a lot of stuff we can do as we go around the board. I want to get the knight over to the swamp and start to destroy some of the blights there. Plus, you'll see why I'm not using the Paragon this turn to deal with the blight. So, okay, so we're going to do that. So the knight is activating. We're just going to take the action of activating the Oath of Purging. It says if no oaths are active, we can activate this until we fulfill it or break it. Fulfilling it is destroying a blight. Breaking it is entering the monastery without fulfilling it. So we won't be able to come back to the monastery, and we only have 1 grace. So that's bad, but we have a 6 secrecy, so we're okay. And that's it. She's not moving from the monastery yet because she used her action to activate that, and we don't have any additional movement at the moment. That is going to take care of the knight for this turn. Now, more interestingly, we have the Enchanter who is in the village. Now, the Enchanter does in fact need to draw an event card, so we'll start there and see what we get. As we get a Shambling Horror, we're going to compare it to her secrecy. Her secrecy is a meager 2, so it's going to be a 0 to 3. We have to deal with the worst one, a Slayer. 6 to fight, 5 to elude, and a failure is lose a grace. Now she's okay on grace, so and by the way, it says its joints bend the wrong way, making an unsettling noise as it searches for a life on which to feed. So she has to deal with this. I think, based on her abilities, we're going to use her tactic of, I think it's where is it? Emblazon? Is that it? No. Looking for her tactic that allows her to elude. We do have one for her. There it is. Nope, that's the one for searching. Exhaust to gain 2 sparks. Optionally travel, and that's not it. Oh, wait. It's tucked under her other card. Here it is. Ride Ether. We're going to loot on 2 dice and refresh power and roll a 6. The refreshing of power doesn't matter. We can't right now anyway because of the seal power ability of the Necromancer, but at least we get 2 dice to elude. We need a 5 for her. 4 and a 1, so we failed. That means she goes down to 2 grace, or 1 grace rather. She had 2, so she's still okay. I'm not super thrilled about that. Now, though, we are going to roll a search in the village. Now, she has another ability which I like a lot, which we will use if we are able to, and that is exhaust. No. Exhaust after drawing a card from a successful search to pick the one that you want from the map card. I like that one a lot. Okay, so do I do that or do I destroy? I don't think the evil presence is that. Oh, wait. Well, it doesn't matter. She failed. I should have paid attention. This is -1 die to eluding. She would have lost a die there. It doesn't matter. She failed. So let me think about if I want to move her away because I have another ability that would help her move. We could get some things done. Or do I take on the ley lines? Yeah, there's no place worth her moving to at the moment. I think we're going to take on the ley lines and do a search. Hopefully we roll a 6. Come on. Wow, unbelievable. I rolled a 6. That is very cool because that means we have done this. So we're going to get 2 more. We're up to 12 now on our search, whatever those are. You know what I'm saying? So we have 12 there, and we rolled a 6. So it says on a 6, permanent. Once this task is complete, traveling here is a free action. So because the ley lines are in the village, we can always travel back to the village for free every turn. I mean, still one ad, still an action, but it's a free action to do that. That's pretty good. And I'm going to put a marker on there just in case. I'm not likely to forget, but I'm going to put a marker on there saying that is active. And we have 12 clues, so that's not bad. Okay, that marks the end of her turn. That's not a terrible turn. I hope the Necromancer actually does come her way. I wouldn't mind if he went to, because all the other places have at least 2 blights in them. That's bad. I don't want him to go to the swamp, that's for sure. Okay, next up we have the Paragon. The Paragon does have to draw an event card, so let's do that. Unsubtle Messenger. We lose a secrecy. Draw a quest card. Roll 1 die to determine its location and add a quest marker. Okay. The writer made excellent time. He also left a trail clear enough for even a zombie to follow. That's why it's harder for us. But we're going to draw a clue. First off, Paragon loses secrecy down to 3. That means it can be probably not 2 this turn. We'll see. We'll see. Then we're going to draw a quest card, it said, right? Quest cards. So let's see what we get in the quests. The Lovers. Okay, we got 4 turns to do this, 3 turns. We're going to see a random location. 2 successes. When you draw a search result in this location, draw 1 fewer map cards for 1 success. So that means we don't draw. If we complete we get inspiration. If it expires at +2 darkness. Well, we almost have to complete this. Let's see where it ends up. 2 lovers were separated and slain while fleeing the undead. Locate their graves, or they will haunt this place for years to come. That's an interesting story. Let's see where it goes. I rolled a 1, so it's going to be up in the mountain. Wow, that was very good. Up in the mountains. That means we can actually take care of that. Do we want to do that now? I was going to search for a relic there, get this over with, and continue on, but it doesn't really matter when. It might be worth to say on a successful roll. It does. Well, so it's plus. Man, we got to get rid of that stigma too. Okay, so right now he does not have an active aura. He's got a tactic. He can fight with 2 dice, so he could attack the stigma and get rid of it. So we can then maybe the knight can get some more health. The knight could get more health anyway, but we do. I want to use the exorcist to get rid of the stigma. I think that's the right thing to do. So I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to change the plans. I'm not going to search for the relic right now. I'm going to deal with. Oh, I got to put 1 marker on here per the event, and then we're going to search. I think we're going to do a search and try and complete this. Well, we won't be able to complete it, but maybe we'll be able to make progress on it. Let's see, a 6. Wow, man, I'm rolling. Okay, this is going to be one of these up and down episodes where now I'm doing really well. So we have a success, 1 success on here. We're not going to draw a map card, unfortunately. It says draw 1 fewer map cards. But we're finding the graves of the lovers, and that's what we're searching for. That's why we don't draw the map card. And it says, I just want to remember what that inspiration does. Every hero draws a power card. Yeah, that's super powerful. We got to get that. That is really, really good. So, and we don't want the darkness track going up too. So maybe we can get that done next turn. Now we can move to the village for free. Might be helpful for us next turn. It might be helpful for us no help this turn. I say, do I want the Paragon to stay there? I think I do. And that's going to mark the end of the Paragon's turn. Guess what? Bad times. It is now time for the Necromancer. So first off, darkness track goes up. We're at 23. This is yeah, we're in a bad place right now. Okay, and then we're going to add quest markers to the quests. I think that's going to expire the fugue. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. We need 1 more to expire the fugue, so this is still there. And we're going to have somebody lose a turn when that expires. That's in this game, that is awful. But there's no way I can get down there and do this. Well, no, I can't. I would have had to move the knight down here already, and I didn't want the knight to deal with this with the low health yet. Man, I probably should have gone down there and deal with that. It's a roll 1 die for we get 1 success for each 5+, and we could have gotten it. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh well, it is what it is, because now it's, unless I get a free move, well, I can get a free move. This might work out okay. Well, not really. Actually, it might work out. I might be able to pull this off. We'll see. Okay. Anyway, but we have to roll now for the Necromancer to see where he goes. He rolled a 1, so he didn't see anybody. Does he? Where does he go though? With a 1, oh, he's going over to the mountains, which is where I was going to send some people to take care of that fugue. And let's see, he's going to drop a blight into the. I'm sorry, into the forest, not the mountains. The forest. He's going to drop another confusion. There are 2 confusion blights there now. He just wants everybody in the forest to be stumbling around, totally confused. So people that go down there just can't get anything done. They can't use any of their tactics. It's terrible. That's why I wanted to go down and take care of that, because it's just a dice roll. Now we're really in an interesting spot there, because now we have to destroy 2 of those. And if we fail to destroy them, we lose a turn. But that's the Necromancer's turn, so we're going to go back to our players and do some cool stuff. I think we might start with... okay. If I don't take care of... Oh, I forgot to put a time marker, another time marker on the levers. We got 4 turns, so we got 2 turns left to do that. Oh man, I had a plan that I think is not going to work yet. Well, it might still. We'll see. Okay, let's do this. We are going to... I think we're going to activate the Paragon first, and I'll show you why, so I can get this done out of my brain and make it work. So the Paragon's going to go first. We get this. A Time of Heroes. Gain a spark. Add a time marker to a quest currently in play. If there is no quest in play, draw a quest and roll 1 die. Okay. I guess that hero gains a spark, not all heroes. So the Paragon gains a spark, and we're going to add a quest marker. It says, the world is at a tipping point. More can happen in this hour than in a year of calm. Well, heck, we know that's true, don't we? So I think what I'm going to do there is, we got to add, I guess we'll add it to here, because we're going to try, pardon me, I had to sneeze. Anyway, we're going to put it here and try and get this done this turn. I guess the Exorcist is going to pass on the Blight 1 more turn. Because what I want to do is take that free move to here for the Paragon, and then we're going to do this. Move to any location if you have an active aura. Oh wait, you must deactivate 1, and heroes at your location may move with you. So this is worded in a way that so some of the words to say, if, like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of this. If, see, this is gain 2. If you have any active auras, you must deactivate 1, and all heroes at your location, including you, gain 1 up to default. That seems like these would go even if you don't have that aura, but you have to deactivate the aura. So I think, and heroes, you must deactivate, and heroes may move. So I think even a hero at our location can still move. I don't think there's any updates on this. I can probably ask. I know one of you will tell me if I'm wrong about this, but I think that allows us to move even though we didn't deactivate an aura. The way that's read, because it's this and, not if. Like, if we deactivate an aura, they move. So, okay. So here was my plan then. That is the power. We're going to use Pilgrimage with the Paragon to move them down here. Now they're both going to gain a secrecy, so it's putting them up 1 because they're going to lose 1. That puts the Paragon at his max secrecy, by the way. And then we will flip his turn. His turn is done. I hope that was right. I think it is. I mean, if you read the way that reads, it doesn't say you lose the ability to do that. It just says and. So it's like move to any location, deactivate an aura, and any heroes may move with you. Okay, so now we're going to go with the Enchanter. The Enchanter is in the space with the Necromancer, so her secrecy goes back down to 2 after that move. Oh no, are you kidding? God, my luck in this game has been atrocious. I came down here specifically to deal... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Before we do that, hold on, I do have to do this. Now, we can't use any tactics there, so it's just going to be 1 die, I believe. Yeah, we're going to have to fend him off. I think we'll fight him off. It's a 4, rolled a 1, so the Paragon loses a grace and is down to 2. Okay, I forgot to for the Paragon to take care of that at the end of his turn, but this just screwed us. Add a quest marker to every quest in play. It screwed us twice, I think. If there's no quest in play, then instead draw a quest and roll 1 die. The state of the realm is declining rapidly. Yeah, it is, because that makes the fugue go, and a hero has to lose a turn. Oh, that was rough. We were going to get this done this turn. Well, hopefully. We're going to take a shot at getting it done. Now we have no shot at getting it done, and that's the end of that. Now, who's going to lose a turn? We'll have to determine that now, I think. Well, we might as well make it the Enchanter. Might as well. I mean, well, yeah, I want to get the knight going. So we're going to... Enchanter's going to lose her turn. It's this turn, so it's okay. And that just means nothing happens. No event, nothing for her. She does. I don't even think she has to defend. I'm going to look up lose a turn. I haven't had that happen to me in a long time, so I just want to double check on the lose a turn on the rules and see if that means we still have to do any of the other stuff. Yes, I was right about that. So we'll do the Enchanter's turn right now because all that happens is this. That's it. All right, but we lost this, and let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we also lost the lovers, which I was going to complete this turn as well. And that means our darkness track is now at a 25. What happens at 25? All blights have +1 might. Yeah, in 30 we create a blight at the monastery instead, so then we start losing. I mean, we're not gonna win this game. It's just been killing me every time I turn around. Like that, for example, was terrible. So anyway, sorry for the sniffles. Okay, dealt with that. Now we're going to go to the Exorcist, I guess. Yep, might as well. Exorcist is dealing with the Black Banner. This is based on our blights in a location. There are 2, so we're going to deal with a Lich. We have -1 die fighting, but we don't. Oh well, first off, we have to roll for his boons. And now if I want to roll a 6 to get the other one active if I can. I did roll a 6. That is great. So both boons are active now. That means the other boon is deactivated and exhaust after destroying a blight to reduce the darkness track by 1. If I do, that would be helpful. But we'll see. So anyway, gosh, that was really horrible. I was going to take care of both those quests on that turn, and the exact wrong event came out. The exact wrong. There are so many other events that would have, like the one I just drew with the Black Banner, any one that's been fine, that was the exact wrong event. That's how my luck is going on this turn. And you know, it's not like there's not tons of events to go through, and each one is different. There are no events in here that are the same. So, now, there might be events that have a similar impact, but they're not the same. So it's just really bad luck, which is continuing to plague me in this playthrough, right? So, and again, it's not just dice luck either. Scott, you can pray to the dice gods. That's wonderful. Hopefully, it seems like it might be helping because I've rolled some good dice rolls, but I've been drawing bad cards too. So anyway, let's go back to dealing with this thing. I think we're going to activate our Courage boon. That's going to give us 1 extra die for the whole turn. We do lose a die fighting here. We do, I think, want to fight the Lich off because we don't elude particularly well. So we're going to do that. We're going to pull 2 dice and see if we can not go back down to 0 grace. We rolled a 5 and a 6. Yeah, my dice rolls are amazing right now. So 5 and 6, we defeated the Lich that came into the area. The emblem bores through your eyes and sinks into the pit of your stomach. We destroyed the Lich there. Now we're going to destroy the Stigma because that's the one that's really bad for us right now. Okay, let me think. I'm going to use his banish tactic. That means if we roll a 1, we get to roll again. And then we'll see. We got the Courage boon, so we're going to go down 1 die because of the Unholy Aura. But we're going to go back up 1 die because of that. I think this is the right thing to do. I could destroy the Holy Aura. It's easier. All right, y'all. I made up my mind. We're going to go after that Stigma. Now, we're going to use the banish ability of the Exorcist, which gives us 2 dice, and we get to reroll 1s. We're going to lose one of those dice because of the Unholy Aura, but we're going to get 1 back because of the Courage boon. So we're going to have 2 dice against the Stigma. We need a 5 and a 4. We did it. So we were able to destroy the Stigma. Oh, by the way, he loses a secrecy, so he's down to 2 secrecy, but the Stigma's gone. That's great. We lose a secrecy for attacking the Blight. And then we did succeed at this. So we're going to deactivate this one as well and drop the darkness track by 1 down to 24. While I do not think I will win, I'm going to do my darndest. Okay, that is the end of the Exorcist's turn. We got one more turn to go. That's the Knight. The Knight does have our Oath of Purging active. What do we do? What do we do? I got Mega Secrecy, but only 1 Grace. However, if we destroy a Blight, we can get a Grace. So I think what we're going to do with the Knight, we don't have to draw an event card. She's in the monastery. Even though we only have 1 Grace, we're going to pop over here to the village for free because of the ley lines. And then we're going to attack that Blight. Now, we got a lot of things going on because we got bonuses and tactics. Now, we can't elude well there because of that evil presence, but we're going to attack it. But we can fight with 2 dice, and we get +1 die when fighting because we have a consecrated blade. So we can charge in, attack the evil presence, and see if we can destroy it. I could use the Reckless Abandon, but I don't want to lose any grace. So that is going to give us 3 dice to fight the evil presence. I'm sure we can do it. With that, we did. We got 2 5s. Evil presence is down. The Knight is up to, or down rather, to a 5 secrecy. The evil presence has been destroyed. Now, why did I do that? Because that also then, because of the Oath of Purging, we succeeded. We're going to gain a grace. So it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Instead of trying to get 1 or 2 grace in the monastery, we're guaranteed a grace from doing that and destroyed a Blight. So I think that was a better way to go for the Knight, but that does end the Knight's turn. I'm hoping, there's only 2 places that the Necromancer can go right now. That is the forest, the ruins, or the village. So let's see where he ends up, or stay in the forest, which would be not great. Let's see where the Necromancer goes. But first, back up to 25. We already got that done. There are no quests left on the board, unthankfully. We still can't recover powers, that seal power. Oh, wait, we can. So we're going to have to roll for this again, or see if this activates again now, because when we move the Necromancer, which is going to be right now. So let's see where he moves. Roll a 4, so it's not going to activate the seal power. And he is going to go to the village, which is actually not bad, because there's no blights there. So in the village, we're going to create some zombies. So the Necromancer raises a horde of zombies with his terrible powers in the village, and that leaves us where we're at. And that, again, marks the end of the Necromancer's turn. So, wow, could be worse, right? Could be worse. No, couldn't really. But anyway, let's end it here. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. That was 2 full turns. Again, I'm going to just keep doing them in 2 full turns until we're complete. So we have maybe another 2 episodes to go, perhaps, until this is done. Either win or lose. I don't think we're going to get, we have 12 clues. We need 20 total to be able to actually pick up a relic. So, and we got to pick up the relic beforehand and lose the clues and then fight our way back up. So we got to get some more clues. That's for sure. The only way we can get clues is by searching and getting more secrets on the board or hanging out at the battle site. We'll see how this goes. I do believe the Knight is going to head that direction. There's some things down there that are bad. Oh, we're not going down there. The taint is there where we lose a grace. Oh, we cannot gain grace there, so I'm not too worried about the taint in the battle site, but there is a flex cage, which hurts our secrecy when we're entering and leaving. So anyway, we'll see what we can get accomplished here. Again, another bad round of luck with the quest. That was awful. So let's see what we can get done. I hope you're still enjoying this. I know it's looking really grim, but I pulled it out before. And I know this is a tough game, y'all. Totally get it. It's a rough. It can be very challenging, and we are challenged. Interestingly enough, and I said this before, I thought we'd be challenged by the characters we chose. That is not the case. The characters themselves are actually doing great. It's the events and dice rolls that are killing us. So this turned out to be not nearly as bad a combination as I thought, especially with some of the powers, like the pilgrimage power that we got from for the Paragon. And now we got the Knight using 3 dice in a fight, and we've been able to get the boons going for the Exorcist finally. So once we got everything going, I think even the Enchanter has been really effective with the Wand of Contagion and the Ride the Ether ability, and also getting the one that gives you sparks. It has not been a bad set of characters. I was surprised by that. We got lucky on that part. Not lucky on the rest of it. So anyway, guys, thanks. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Please, if you don't mind, keep us in your thoughts. Like I said, I don't talk too much about my personal stuff on the channel, but it's been a bit of a rough period for us. So thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.